Well, sadly, it wasn't to be. So, we were this morning fighting on 4 fronts. It's now 3. Because, yes, we did score, but this is the point I was trying to make earlier. To progress tonight, we needed to score goals, as in 2 or more, and we didn't have it in the tank. Sadly, this is part of football life, and the team who shouldn't be progressing because of what they did in Paris, well, they are going through to the next round, which is the knockout stages, because they could only draw with Borussia Dortmund. We knew this was going to be coming, and we knew it was going to be a hard game. And our players battled, and it was a draw. Come the end of this game today, to go down 2-1 on the night to a substitution made in the dying moments of the game, that's football for you, That is football for you. It can kick you when you're down. But, this is why I said this morning that we needed goal scorers. One goal was never going to cut it tonight. I knew that. And, our Warriors, they give their best. It's just, when you're stretched to the point where Newcastle are stretched, then this is what's going to happen. And first time back in the Champions League for 20 years. So what we can now do is we can now concentrate on getting into the top 4 again. And that's got to be our main focus, so that we can get back into the Champions League, just like we did last season. And I believe we can do it. It is extremely hard to play football on 4 fronts, which is the Carabao, the FA, the Premier League, and the Champions League. It was too much for the squad, because we got injuries to vital players within our squad. And hopefully those players, your Sven Botmans and other key players. We got Sean Longstaff back tonight after a long injury. Harvey Barnes is still out, and we've only just got back in the past couple of games Alexander Isak. So it has been a struggle. However, now we're out of the Champions League, we're out of Europe, we can now full steam ahead with domestic. And that means we've got the Carabao Cup coming up with Chelsea, and we've also got the FA Cup coming up with our local rivals Sunderland. So, and on a positive, Newcastle are 7th in the Premier League. So by the time the new year comes round, we should now, because we are out of Europe, we should now be able to concentrate and focus the whole squad of players who were ineligible to play in the Champions League. They can now come back into the forefront of playing in the first team so that we can rest players. And then we do it all again come January. So I'm confident, even though tonight we basically were beaten 2-1. We needed to score tonight. That was the thing. We needed to score and then score again. And people around the stadium of St James's were roaring when they got information through on their mobiles as to what was happening with the Borussia Dortmund and PSG. But sadly, PSG got that space. It never should have happened, but UEFA for you. UEFA, plain and simple. Money talks, and there's another thing that is after that. Many of you know that, but at the end of the day, I'll let you say that bit, because I don't want to use offensive language, but you'll know what I mean. The good thing is this, at the end of the day, we didn't get any injuries tonight, and our crowd, 52,000, you should be proud of yourselves, because at the end of the day, you did a magnificent job. We couldn't make it over that finish line. So onwards and upwards for our domestic, and let's get back to 4th so we can have another run in the Champions League next season. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you liked my video, and as I say, we just got to keep our nose to the grindstone, pick up some new players in January, and then push for the top 4 yet again. As if you can do it once, you can do it twice. So thanks very much for watching.